It's the Breeders' Crown from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs outside of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, live tonight. And it's now one of the state-of-the-art racinos. That's racing and casinos. And the Mohegan Sun people came in here about 4 years ago to Pocono Downs and began building this lovely casino. Table games are now included. What an excellent night of all-around entertainment that you can have here. Top-notch restaurants and nightclubs. It's just a wonderful entertainment experience. And on this night, for the first time ever, the Breeders' Crown comes all together, all 12 races at one location, and this once small racetrack really steps into the big time. And that's a big part of the story tonight. Our Jennifer Sherlock is standing by with that story right now. Jennifer?
Thanks, Lou. I'm with Moira Fanning. She's the Director of Publicity and Event Operations with the Hamiltonian Society. What an exciting night, Moira. Tell me how massive of an undertaking putting all this together was.
We've never had 12 races in one racetrack before on the same night, and Pocono really put a lot into getting this done. It's been about 18 months it's taken to get to this point.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, talk about just some of the challenges involved with getting here.
Well, again, 12 races, $6 million. We started with 170 horses. We did eliminations. They've been promoting this for over a year. You see the place is packed. Everybody's been very excited about it. They're simulcasting in Australia, international wagering on it. North America has been well represented here tonight. We've had a couple of Canadian winners, and really it's just exceeded our expectations.
And why did you decide to change the format and have all 12 races at one venue?
Well, we always wanted to do it, but the racing dates and venues never quite worked out. And when Pocono said to us, listen, we'd like to try it, we thought that was pretty adventurous of them, but they built a beautiful new paddock, have a great facility, and the Pennsylvania Horsemen and the management of Mohegan Sun just supported it 100%.
And are you satisfied with how everything turned out?
Oh, absolutely. They've already exceeded all their handle records, bet over $1.2 million. You see the place is crowded. We've had world record after world record here, and we're not done yet.
Well, congratulations. It's an exciting night. Lots of people here. Now back to you, Lou.
Thanks, Jennifer, and a good recap of the story behind the story here at Pocono Downs. And Steve, you know, harness racing really has its roots in America's country fairs and county fairs and back roads. And with 10,000 people here, it's like one really big, wonderful fair all day long today.
And it's wonderful because it's a throwback. Because there used to be crowds like this traditionally at racetracks virtually every night when it was the only form of gambling around. But it's nice to see, and you know, you go through it and you have to move through the sea of humanity, and it's kind of a nice thing.
The racino, that's the new phrase, and with the Meadowlands, the traditional host of the Breeders, now in some doubt as to whether or not they'll continue. Pocono stepping up into center place. Now, Horse of the Year honors very much at stake here in the course of this Breeders' Crown. And earlier tonight, a trot for 3-year-olds, a great rivalry between Lucky Chucky and Muscle Massive. They have met twice. Muscle Massive upsetting Lucky Chucky at the Hamiltonian.
Right.
And then Lucky Chucky returning.
And got the revenge, and now the rubber match.
Sort of like Ali Frazier 3.
That's what it is.
Coming up. Now, this happened earlier, and we expected this to be a 2-horse race going in. Let's go back down to Greg for his analysis.
Thank you, guys. And yes, of the 12 championships tonight, this is one that a lot of people were looking forward to, and I think a lot of people felt it was a 2-horse race. We had the Canadian Trotting Classic winner facing the Hambo winner, both of the $1 million performers from this season squaring off. But there was another colt who had been improving coming in. His name was Break the Bank K, and he was trying to spoil the party. As we get a look at the field from earlier this evening. Now, toward the inside, a couple of long shots. Pilgrim's Taj, last year's Breeders' Crown winner, but struggling coming in. Take My Picture, the 2, had been making some breaks recently. And the New York Sires champion, Flex the Muscle, who showed a lot of early speed in many of his races as well. The favorites coming from the middle of the starting gate, Lucky Chucky and Break the Bank K, leaving right beside each other. And then out in post 7, this year's Hamiltonian winner, and that was Muscle Massive for driver Ron Pierce, who had already captured a couple of Breeders' Crown championships earlier in the program. That was a look at the complete field of 9 and how they lined up on the starting gate from earlier tonight. And we're going to take you back now and show you how things transpired in the 3-year-old colt and gelding trot with $500,000 on the line.
and Breeders' Crown earnings alone. All of them in behind the gate, hard living, gap back ever so slightly. They're in the back stretch and heading toward the start for the Breeders' Crown. 3-year-old trot. Wishing Stone appears to be revving up. Temple of Doom off stride. And they're off. Temple of Doom broke, and Pilgrim's Taj also broke before the start. Lucky Chucky is first out for the lead, but Take My Picture is right there from the rail. Flex the Muscle wants position between them there, and Muscle Massive is caught just a bit wide early. He's 4 wide entering the turn as Lucky Chucky hustles on, and Lucky Chucky takes the lead from Flex the Muscle. So Muscle Massive is parked out and pressing on. He is first over into the wheel of Lucky Chucky as they trot toward the quarter. Break the Bank K came away racing in 5th, and 6th on the inside is Wishing Stone, 27-1 for the opening quarter. Muscle Massive is under urging. Lucky Chucky will not release him, so these two have hooked up in a cutthroat duel, and Muscle Massive pokes ahead in front, but now takes back as Lucky Chucky has the inside advantage, and Lucky Chucky committed to the lead for Campbell, and he seats Muscle Massive there trying to get in. He broke. Muscle Massive broke when trying to get in the 2-hole there, so he's off stride. Flex the Muscle is racing in the pocket spot, and here comes Sears, a fresh threat with Break the Bank K. 55 even for the half, 27-4 in the second quarter. No breathers for Lucky Chucky because Break the Bank K is right there on the outside, and these two are stride for stride with 3/8 to go, and Break the Bank K pokes ahead in front for Sears. A hard-used Lucky Chucky is trying to dig in and keep him parked out until they reach the turn, and Campbell is going to work on Lucky Chucky. Break the Bank K has almost cleared him, and he has the lead 3 quarters in 1, 23-1, and Break the Bank K is in front. Lucky Chucky on the inside is back racing in second, and Wishing Stone, a fresh threat for Brennan. He's third on the outside, just 3 lengths away as they come to the top of the stretch. It's Break the Bank K striding out to a 4-length lead. Lucky Chucky is second. Wishing Stone on the outside. They're heading down to the finish. It's Break the Bank K. Wishing Stone gaining but running out of ground. Break the Bank K. Sears again in the 3-year-old trot. Wishing Stone second, then Lucky Chucky, and Take My Picture 1:52-2, world record for Break the Bank K.
So an upset from earlier tonight, mild upset, Break the Bank K getting it done. And speaking of breaking, that's exactly what happened to Muscle Massive, this year's Hamiltonian winner, hooking up with Lucky Chucky in a wicked speed duel in the opening half mile as Ron Pierce tried to take the horse back and get him into the 2-hole. He breaks stride. Lucky Chucky had been softened up from that early battle. Break the Bank K easily going by him in the backstretch and providing Brian Sears with another Breeders' Crown trophy. He sits 4th currently among drivers all time in the Breeders' Crown Series. Here's a look at the pari-mutuel details. Break the Bank K, $16 winner in the upset. Wishing Stone, a long shot, overcoming the outside post 9, $34.40 to place. And look at the exactor and triactor payoffs. More than $1,000 for the 5-9-4 trifecta in that Breeders' Crown. So what a tilt we saw from earlier tonight, giving you some bonus coverage here tonight as part of the Breeders' Crown. Back to you guys.
Break the bank, but breaking the hearts of many who in the racing industry so supportive of Lucky Chucky and his trainer Chuck Sylvester, whose son Troy passed away in this last year. So many pulling for Sylvester and Lucky Chucky, but not to be on this night. And it's a reflection of the quality of the field here. The Breeders' Crown, the culmination of a great year of harness racing continues. We're about to crown another champion. When we come back, $500,000 at stake for the 3-year-old fillies. Lovely setting here, nestled in the foothills near the Pocono Mountains, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs outside of Wilkes-Barre near Scranton, Pennsylvania.
It's a gusher of money.
That's a gusher of money. Boy, over $6 million in prize money, as Steve Ross, our co-host of PA Harness Week, along with Heather Moffat, points out. Next up, Steve, the young fillies, the 3-year-olds, with $500,000 at stake.
These are excellent, excellent fillies. And let's go right to the field and look at the outstanding performers in this particular field. We have Kamey, 7-2 with Ron Pierce, who's already won a bunch of races tonight. Higher and higher, 4-1. Jim Morrill Jr. put on a show. Tim Tetrick at 5-2. Northwest Hanover 12-1. Hula's Tam, number 5 at 15-1. Rockin' Soul, Yannick Gingras at 8-1 with a big chance. Naughty Till the End, My Kind of Horse, 6-1 with Andy Miller. Western Silk, 5-1 with Mark McDonald from Canada. And Penanglar and Dave Pallone at 20-1.
And you know, at this part of the country right now, it's a good time to be a filly.